PlayStation.
Platinum X here with Oblivion Remastered and the location of all Doomstones. There's two different types of Doomstones. The first set are Birthsigns. These do not have any effect on the Birthsign you chose during character creation. There is a stone for each Birthsign, with the exception of the Lord. There's no Doomstone for the Lord Birthsign. So right here we've got Apprentice. Now these stones are only available, no stars shine upon the Doomstone. They're only available between the hours of 6 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and advance 8 hours. That should put it at 5:58. Alright, so we're at 5:59. Notice, no stars shine upon the Doomstone. Alright, now we're at 6 p.m. And looky there. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the Apprentice? Yes. You've gained the Void Seed Greater Power. So if you just go to Magic under All, Void Seed can only be used once per day. Fortifies Illusion, 20 points for 120 seconds. Fortify Alchemy, 20 points, 120 seconds. All Doomstones provide a greater power that's usable only once per day. Now some provide more than one greater power. There's some that have two powers. But all greater powers from these Doomstones are only usable once per day. And these stones are only available between the hours of 6 p.m. and 5:59 a.m. All Birthsign stones are available at level 1. However, you can only have one at a time. If you get a new one, it will replace the one you previously had. Okay, that Apprentice stone is located just south of the Grateful Pass stables at Skingrad. So if you just go to the stables here and then just go straight south. Now I'm at the Atronach stone. So before I activate this stone, I just want to point out I still have Void Seed here from the Apprentice stone. But when I activate the Atronach stone and select yes, you gain the Arcane Well Greater Power. Alright, Arcane Well, Spell Absorption, 30 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Intelligence, 10 points, 120 seconds. And again, all these greater powers from these Doomstones are only usable once per day. Now if you look here, Void Seed is no longer here. So the Birthsign stones replace the previous. So you cannot have two active at the same time. And that's why it asks you yes or no. When you select yes, you're basically saying, yes, I want this power, and no longer want the other power. So they do replace each other. You can only have one active at a time. Now the location of the Atronach stone, as you can see here, these are not marked on the map. And over here, again, you do not see an icon. So this Atronach stone is south of Talwanique and east of Dagny's camp, in between Kvatch and Skingrad. You just look at the little hills on the map here. You can say just north of these little hills on the map. Northwest of Meridia's Shrine. Lady Stone. Lady Warding, Greater Power. Notice how the Arcane Well is no longer here. And now we've got Lady's Warding. Fortify Willpower, 20 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Endurance, 20 points, 120 seconds. This stone is located just west of Anvil. Because they're only active at night, they glow orange, so they're hard to miss. So you just look where I'm at. The Lord Stone. You have gained the Izmir's Scales power. Izmir's Scales resist frost 50%, 120 seconds. Fortify Light Armor and Fortify Heavy Armor, both 10 points, 120 seconds. This stone is located just north of Nereaster Iliad Rune or the Varus camp. Now this is at the edge of the map. There's nothing up here. This is Hammerfell. So this is along this Brina River, north of Anvil, northwest of Kvatch. Okay, now I'm at the Lover's Stone. You have gained the Lover's Bower, whatever. Fortify Personality, 20 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Luck, 20 points, 120 seconds. This shrine is located along the Silverfish River here, just east of Breville. Notice this Imperial Bridge Inn along the river here. But this, we're on the south side of the river. Kind of above the E in Silverfish. But if you just follow the river, you'll see it. Again, if it's at night, it glows orange. It's hard to miss it if you just travel along the river here. Mage Stone. You gain the Magicka Manifold. Fortify Magicka, 50 points, 120 seconds. This shrine is located, see this little group of hills right here? It's literally on top of a hill at the end of the Silverfish River. So from where we found the Lover's Stone, right here, if you just follow that river all the way up, it ends right here, and then you'll see it up on the hill. Some of these stones are kind of difficult to get to. Ritual Stone. You have gained the Mara's Milk and Mara's Mercy, greater powers. So this is one that provides two separate powers. They're both only usable once per day. Mara's Mercy restores health on target 150 points, and Mara's Milk restores health on self 100 points. This shrine is located just northwest of Nocturnal Shrine, north of Leyawen. If you travel along the road right here, you can't miss it. Serpent Stone. You have gained the Cobra's Dance. It's paralyze on target 5 seconds. Damage health on target 4 points for 20 seconds. So this is a really cool power because you're damaging them while they're paralyzed. The location of this shrine is just west of Bogwater Camp or south of Fort Blue Blood. Now this one's a little hard to spot. You could say north of the Y in Bay right there, just directly north of that Y. But the reason this one's hard to spot is because you see how it's kind of... It's up on top of a hill, kind of covered, you know, with a lot of obstructions. So, I mean, you literally have to come up over the hill. So this one's a little more difficult to spot. Shadow Stone. You have gained the Fingernail Moon Greater Power. Fingernail Moon Chameleon, 15%, 120 seconds. This shrine is located east of Fort Sidrian and Crest Bridge Camp. Just right along the road here off to the east side of the road. So a little bit southeast of the fort. And this is southeast of the Imperial City, along the Yellow Road, across the Corbello River. The Steed Stone. You have gained the Hellride Greater Power. Sounds cooler than it is. Fortify Speed, 20 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Acrobatics, 20 points, 120 seconds. This shrine is located just north of Nagastani Rune, and this is along the Blue Road going to Chaden Hall. Thief Stone. You have gained the Cheater's Nip, greater power. Cheater's Nip. Fortify Agility, 20 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Luck, 20 points, 120 seconds. This stone is located just north of the Circene Ruin, north of the Imperial City. It's literally right along the road here going up to Bruma. The Tower Stone. You gain the Key Warden and Master Hand. So this is another one where we get 2 powers. The Warden Key is Open Hard Lock. That's a 4-tumbler lock. And then the Master's Hand. Fortify Armorer, 20 points, 120 seconds. And this stone is located at the end of this little island right here. And this is the old bridge that goes across. Again, it's along the road here, so there's bridges. So it's just south of the Imperial City. From the waterfront, it's literally just right across from the waterfront. Warrior Stone. And this one you gain the Warcry greater power. Fortify Strength, 20 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Blade, 10 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Blunt, 10 points, 120 seconds. And Fortify Hand to Hand, 10 points, 120 seconds. So this is a great buff for melee fighters. So this one is located just basically right at the Cylorn Ruin here, southeast of Skingrad. Alright, now before I go over the location and powers for the Heaven Stones, the difference between the Heaven Stones and the Birthsign Stones is the Birthsigns you can only have 1 active at a time, but the Heaven Stones you can have them all active. So the Heaven Stones are unlocked by Renown. And what Renown is basically either your fame or infamy, or a combination of the two. So as you can see, my fame is 57, my infamy 32, that's 89. So the first one you unlock is Jonesstone at Renown 10. The next one is the Aetherius Stone, which is 20 Renown. Then the Jonesstone, which is 30 Renown. Then the Scythian Stone at 40 Renown. The Magnus Stone at 50, the Shizar Stone at 60, and the Dragon Stone at 70 Renown. So as you can see, I have all 7 of the Heaven Stones because my Renown was high enough to get them all. And so again, my fame is only 57. So this shows you that it's the combination of the two. Fame and my infamy is at 89, so I was able to go ahead and unlock those last 2 at 60 and 70. Alright, now I'm at Jonesstone. Now this starts the Heaven Stones. So again, I'm going to be going over the location of each one of them. Marks of the hero's doom are traced on Jones' face. Jones' shadow. Invisibility, 120 seconds. Fortify Sneak, 30 points, 120 seconds. Fortify Acrobatics, 30 points, 120 seconds. And Fortify Athletics, 30 points, 120 seconds. Once per day. This stone is located just east Shrine of Sanguine. You also have Ellen Glen, Iliad Ruin there, and Goblin Jim's Cave, north of Skingrad. So it's kind of like in the middle of that triangle right there, but just east of Shrine of Sanguine. Now we're at the Aetherius Stone. You've been shown Fate's fortunes. Gates of Aetherius. Fortify Magicka, 50 points, 120 seconds. Resist Magic, 20%, 120 seconds. This one is located just northwest of Skingrad, right just south of Bleak Flats Cave. Now we're at the Jonesstone. You gain Jode's blood. Fortify health, 40 points. Fortify blade, 20 points. Fortify blunt, 20 points. Fortify hand-to-hand, 20 points. All for 120 seconds, once per day. This stone is located southeast of Troll Candle Camp, south of Kvatch, and east of Anvil, right close to the river. And here we are at the Scythian Stone. The hero's doom is figured in Scythian mystery. You have gained the Scythian Web. Scythian Web, Fortify Marksman, 20 points. Fortify Speechcraft, 20 points. Fortify Illusion, 20 points. Fortify Security, 20 points. And Fortify Mercantile, 20 points. For 120 seconds, once per day. This stone is located just south of Mongrel's Tooth Cave, north of Kvatch here. Camp Ailes, Fort Linshaw, Mongrel Tooth Cave. Here I am at the Magnus Stone. You have gained the Children of Magnus power. Your Skein of Magnus. It's all your magic skills. All 7 of your magic skills. Alchemy, Illusion, Mysticism, Alteration, Destruction, Conjuration, and Restoration. All magic skills, 15 points, 120 seconds. This stone is located just east of the Haunted Mine. Northeast of Leowin. And we have the Shizar Stone. So you've gained the Shield of Shizar Greater Power. Alright, we've got Reflect Spell, 10%, 120 seconds. Fortify Block, Heavy Armor, Light Armor, and Armorer, all 20 points, 120 seconds. And the location of this is just northwest of Leowin. Alright, here we are at Dragonstone. You gain Dragon Dream Greater Power. Dragon Dream, Fortify Magicka, 50 points. Fortify Health, 40 points. Fortify Fatigue, 100 points. All for 120 seconds. That's a nice buff. The location of the Dragonstone is right here on the east side of Lake Arius, north of Cheydinhal.